Not for it, but to cut my teeth in a real focus job, this.
These writings could be of import.
Shall we take a closer look?
We meet again. Truth be told, I was hoping we might. Would you care to stay and talk a moment? I'm glad. Sit down, won't you? I'm rather fond of this place. I ne'er imagined a city could be like this. So full of excitement, so alive. And how could I have? In all my life, I've hardly left the palace. My mother is quite strict. You understand. Oft did I long for a taste of normal life. Even aught as simple as going shopping for myself. My mother has always procured the things I covet for me, so to pick out an item and obtain it with my own hands held a certain appeal. Of course, in the end, you were the one who made the purchase. That's all right. I know you meant well. Besides, I can safely say it was still a novel experience. I wanted to give you something in return by way of thanks. Here, this is for you. My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother find out I left the palace. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other anon. Till then, farewell.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Got something for me?
What do you presume to gain by this, Arisen? Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Greetings. Well, here we conduct all manner of procedures. Methinks Roderick. He runs. May fortune smile upon you.
Do come again.
Here we conduct all.
Well, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the much obliged.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Oh-ho! You have procured an archer staff, I see. Most excellent. You may now change your vocation to sorcerer, if it pleases you, sir. However, if you wish to register as a warrior instead, you will need to acquire a great sword. Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of... Marvelous! You have acquired both an archer staff and a great sword. You may now change your vocation as desired, sir. What's more, I bear glad tidings. 'Twould seem our arms shortage is at an end. I dare say the armory will be resupplied anon.
Outstanding!
Well done, everyone.
'Tis vital that we rest and regain our strength before moving on.
Well then.
I've much to do yet.
Have you come? Well, particularly if you are eligible for a special vocation. heretofore unseen opportunities of exciting potential. Do come again.
This might contain useful information.
Shall we take a closer look?
Come take a look. If quality's your concern, you're in the right place. Always a...
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
What to make of this? Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Master, if ever your pack grows cumbersome,
Please, master.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. I shan't allow any further harm to come. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the brilliant yellow.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
That was thrilling. I did not know I could feel some... No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. This is rather thrilling.
most incredible reason.
Harpies draws near.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. I shan't let them harm you. I grant you fire's blade. Use it well. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Feast your eyes on this.
Paths to victory are myriad. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Well, well. Colour me surprised. One of our number is unconscious. I suppose you're wanting my help. Oh, very well.
Go where your help is needed.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Well, this is a conundrum.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
Griffin has been drenched.
I've a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds. Let us work together. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? I dream of owning a little. Hope to see you at...
Oxen are to be found here, of all places.
'Tis best to leave harmless creatures be.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
Here we go again.
We fight. To arms!
Understood.
You wish me to return? At once, Master. Turn you into a pig.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment. Let my magics grant you an immense relief. Our victory is not assured here. We must be vigilant, lest our foe take us by surprise. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
Is there aught you recall?
My thanks. Where would I be without you, Arisen?
My protection. Look out, Arisen! We're under attack!
Worn out our foe. Better moment. Seize the brute's arm and bring it crashing down. Could I trouble you to assist me? I hope you weren't expecting mercy. Set the brute's balance and will fall to the ground. From there, victory will be assured.
This battle will demand all our strength. We must stand together if we are to seize victory.
This brute has quite the tip.
I do not use their rage to our advantage.
No, it's just our aim of it. We can break the tusk. Not quite that.
And what good will that do us if we don't survive? You must needs focus.
I shall not fail you.
Formidable, Arisen. Goblins, Master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I shan't let them on.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
If I might have my say, we've formed a rather sizable gathering of beastrons.
'Tis of little import. We shall serve the Arisen faithfully, no matter our age.
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness pawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, pawn gradually loses all self-control. In time, will even command.
Oh, terrible. We shall have to be alert to the size of the sickness in the Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
Oh, Mortar!
Fight on, and victory shall be ours.
A resounding success.
Methinks this can only be destroyed from the other side.
I'm not altogether happy with this.
Ah, now here's a surprise.
A splendid discovery. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Our fortunes are looking up. All the more so if we sell this newfound prize.
Whether or not we make the sale is for the Arisen to decide.
I'll just pick this up. Ah! Pray, save your strength for our enemies, Arisen!
Like that. Here you go. It looks better on me.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Need me at the Vanguard? Say no more. Oh, apologies, Master. My mind was 1,000 leagues away. Would seem our fight is not yet done.
If battle cannot be avoided, it is fight or die. I quite agree.
One arrow is all I need.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Protect the shipment! Steel yourself! Cut the thieves down! Don't let them touch the shipment!
How did this happen? We must expect the cargo.
They're a tenacious lot.
I will not fall to prowess.
No! nothing of it!
Splendid. My curative magics are at your disposal. One's right there. Thank you kindly. I did not mean to.
Have no fear. Everything will be all right.
I seem to have taken a hit!
I grant you glory.
And what luck! Nary a scratch on the wares to show for it.
Saved again. I'll redeem myself yet.
I was sure we were to meet an early end. Fortunate we are that you should find us when you did. My humblest thanks, sir.
We've come to reclaim armaments abandoned on previous monster-culling missions. These roads have grown ever more perilous this past half a year. There's even been tale of banditry near the border. If your journey takes you there, you do well to stay on your guard.
Having more of these to hand ought to serve us well in battle.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
What say we get some rest? I'm not sure I could face a trek with my belly so full. Another statue. Aught within me yearns to climb it.
Climbing it would grant a clearer picture of our environs.
Is it just me, or is this bridge swaying more fiercely with our every step?
We are rather exposed up here. Beware ranged attacks.
You have my support.
Wolves! There!
Ice is not effective. We may have to rethink our strategy. right there.
Most impressive, Master!
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
Huzzah! You done it! There's a novel idea. I've never seen my own master attempt such a feat.
Now that is a surprise. Tis in caverns such as these that monsters thrive.
Narrow passages may await us. Be on your guard.
Understood.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. If ever you've need of an...
You'll find none lighter on their feet than a thief.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
I bid you farewell, Arisen.
Please dispense with... As I understand it, it is boorish to speak. I've not much to say. Do we require it? The ore master? We'll find plenty here.
Ore is heavy, but well worth its weight.
How are we to get through this door?
Oh, very well. Back to your side I go.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
There's much needs doing.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit.
Just one last push, and I'll be done for the day. Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale.
Oh, what does this say?
Hi. Faring well, I hope. Would you care to join me? I'd not say no to a bit of company. I was hoping you'd say that. Do you know, I had a feeling we'd meet here today. Intuition, I suppose. Say, you're not from round here, are you? Are you a traveller? Have you seen many places? How I envy you. This city is all I know. I long to learn more of the outside world, but Mother won't allow it. She's always telling me how dangerous it is beyond the palace walls. But that only makes me question her judgment all the more. After all, if the world truly is so perilous, what of the lives of our people? They must be fraught with uncertainty, subject to harsh conditions. It seems unfair that I alone should be shielded from that reality. But listen to me waffling on. Ah, I almost forgot. I happened upon this little curio the other day. Here, you're welcome to it if you'd like. My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother find out I left the palace. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other anon. Till then, farewell. Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Walking everywhere is certain.
I'm afraid I
Aye, cost too much appreciated.
Not a care in the world, just as it should be.
Need anything?
I'm the spirit of a woman half my age.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
My bed.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat.
Have you come? While 'tis particularly if you are eligible for a special. actual vocation. Heretofore unseen opportunities of do come again. Look, as long as you please.
Well met, sir. I've more time than I know how to spend.
Pray you never put gold in my pocket.
Sir Ludolf's lust knows no bounds. This time he's set his sights on the Watchhead's missus. Still, however pressed, no man is like to hand her his own wife, eh? The Watchhead refused, and rightly so. But his lordship doesn't take no for an answer. He employed his usual method, which is to say, he dispatched the Watchhead on a mission to slay a Dullahan. Poor old Gregor departed last night. I'm sorry to say it, but he shan't be returning alive. That's the sort of man that noble is, you see. Naught noble about him, if you ask me.
Can't remember the last time I saw you.
I don't have to social. I too much too.
Very well, but pray do not make me wait over long.
time was, you scarce saw any beastrons here in Vernworth, but that's changed in recent years. You'd think that'd be on account of immigration, but not so. See, a child born of both races always favours the beastron. At least I've ne'er beheld a human with a beastron parent. Well, I suppose it might be possible, but 'tis unheard of. If we keep mixing, someday our kingdom will end up with more beastrons than they've got or in Batal. Whence do you hail?
I'm quite sure I wasn't, but ox carts don't. Was it a phantom then? I shudder to think.
The sooner my duties are complete.
What reason have you to be here? Watch yourself. Always a fresh breeze blowing round here. Can't remember the last time I had a proper meal.
An ill-mannered? A fine place to sit and gather one's thoughts.
If you wish it, I shall not move from this spot.
Ho there!
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
What do ye want?
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
As you say, I shall remain here till you give the word.
take any chance to think on my troubles.
The same tired. Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen. I'll go and open the chest.
Leave off.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
You're wasting your time.
Mindless labor is for mindless men.
Fine spot to take my mind off my troubles.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
Fancy a broken arm? Why, that's my special.
We shall remain here.
What am I to do?
What is that smell? This is one step too far.
Not a chance.
Tis our duty. Is all to miss.
If you don't mind, sir, I've my duty to attend to.
No idle chatter during...
I dare say you don't belong here. And who are you? What is your
I do not believe you have a right to be here, sir. Know your place.
I dare say you...
When battling monsters, the basic strategy is to overpower them with superior numbers. Larger monsters are always a threat, but they are hardly clever creatures, and are simple enough to overwhelm. That said, I have heard whispers of a more intelligent beast. A monster who seeks a battle of wits instead of brawn. Sounds positively fearsome, if you ask me. I only hope I ne'er encounter such a foe. Pray, do not impede. When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
It is our duty to see this piece. Aye, what is it? I have no intention of swapping gossip. Oh, best.
Is there aught you require?
Affairs of which they whispered. A certain standing is required to be here.
Oh, where did you wander in from?
Have you an acquaintance in the court? Are you of worthy station to be present here?
Is there aught?
Whispering at me now. I dread to think.
I cannot help but
Such
beware.
peace. Aye.
Beg pardon, sir. Aye.
All I can do for you? Tisn't my way to gossip with the city. Should you espy any large monsters fallen on the road, I ask that you leave them undisturbed. Clearing the high roads of such obstructions falls under the military's purview, you see. But our hands are oft overfull with culling and escort missions, so that we must trust to nature to run its course. The bodies will decay over time, and the winds will sweep away the remains. It only takes a matter of days.
How might I aid you, sir?
I trust all.
Tis my duty to hear the people's concerns.
Such quietude is a blessing.
I dare say I could forget all my troubles.
Even the best of us has its limits.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage. So, you've...
I'd sooner stay out and left.
Forgot
where it
why I
possible.
came.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
A welcome respite from all that hustle and bustle.
It is our duty to see this peace. Protect.
Good to see you, Master.
Good tidings to you. Aye, I thought you might be the one. My husband spoke of you, you see. 'Tis through him I hear much of the gossip going around town. I suppose you're here to see him. You'll have to come another day, I fear. He's been sent out on a mission, and I can't say when he'll return. 'Tis a perilous mission at that. I've heard he is to fell a Dullahan at the Ill-Doer's resting place. I worry for him. I do hope he'll fare all right. Such a stern mien you wear, good sir. Is something the matter?
someone do aught about this?
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
By your leave, Arisen.
Where was I headed?
Say, have you been to Harv? 'Tis a quaint little village down by the sea. Well, if you do visit, you might want to give the old man who lives there a wide berth. I hear he sets out to sea on his boat, day after day, only to be returned to shore by the brine again and again. As if that wasn't queer enough, he's apt to talk your ear off about some world he believes lies beyond the sea. I cannot fathom his obsession. I suppose losing his family must have driven him to madness.
I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen.
Beg pardon, sir, but might I have a moment of your time? I've a proposal to make, and methinks you'll want to hear it. See, a friend of mine has an empty house, but no use for it. And I see you round the inn rather often. Understand me? 'Twouldn't come free, mind, but the price is a fair one, and you'd have a place to call your own. What say you? Well, you needn't decide this very moment. Come speak with me again once your mind's set. I've more time than I know how to spend.
I'm in fine fetting today.
Let me alone, will ye? I'm a busy woman.
You ever try cooking?
You best watch. What do ye want?
Here to ask aught of me.
I go with...
Can't say I've any What, here it is.
You feeling generous?
I suppose I could
What a bizarre... Villagers stared at me with a bizarre... It was as though they were...
Would that I was...
There is much we ought to tend to. If you've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge among the people that 'twas you who delivered them from danger. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the Arisen grows by the day. Should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when Disa can no longer deny your presence. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. 'Tis a symbol of my own gratitude.
Our task is complete. Hardly surprising, given that you and I were on the job, Master.
Indeed. You've culled more than your fair share of monsters. I expect tales of your valor will soon be told in taverns.
Aptly said.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim As a true, for some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security, so pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, Your Majesty. Ah, there is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are while examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds. I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems, she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that Your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement.
Right, just follow me.
I'm a predicament.
I like to come here when I need a minute to think.
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble today.
Do you know how long you'll...
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me! Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
My sword arm could use some work.
Aye, what is it?
They wish they were in my boots. If they only knew. I've no intention of swapping.
Only person I believe in is my
Speak to me and...
I've got nothing.
Seems my feet always lead me. Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this.
You are not permitted to be here. Move along.
They wish they were in my boots. I kept just about anyway.
It's too quiet here. Are brigands lurking about?
Dare say I could forget all my troubles here. 'Tis my duty to hear.
You seem to be rather friendly with Captain Brant, sir. Tell me, is he faring well? 'Tis lamentable that the captain of the late consul's guard should have been relegated to the garrison. But there are whispers that he was given this station in reprisal for an unthinking petition he made to her grace. Ever since Thesa's faction seized power within the palace, her detractors have found themselves shunted into a corner. If I were you, I'd take care not to be seen currying favor with the good captain. Thesa has eyes everywhere, it seems. Work done poorly.
Is there aught you require?
clap this blackguard in irons. I have a great deal yet to learn, you see.
Those new recruits could barely lift their swords.
Work done gracelessly is work done poorly.
At times, it seems... How fair you... Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Sven, where have you been, your grace?
Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
Prithee, inform us when you leave your chambers. Happened to you?
Have you some business here?
The masquerade is already underway, sir. 'Twill be a long night. Longer still for those of us on guard.
You're far from your station, are you not?
If you've naught to say... If you've naught...
You wouldn't... Perchance...
It's on me to bear what younger shoulders.
Our first sovereign in decades.
Have you heard?
Last.
There's to be more restrictions on goods traded with Batar.
My task is to seek out items of potential value and research them. And 'twas going well too, till I found that door. 'Tis an enigma, forged of strange materials and covered in queer etchings, but my orders are to get to the bottom of it. So back and forth I go on an endless string of expeditions. I grow wearier with every trip, but no closer to an answer.
Sir.
I find it liberating to hide my face.
Have you? Don't go thinking you can slip through the border checkpoint without one. Too many scoundrels are trying that of late. Trade twixt our nations may be on the upswing, but passage of regular civilians is still closely monitored. So, should you seek entry in future, I bid you take the proper channels.
I'm a tad preoccupied just then. Who are you supposed...
I've a pressing duty to which I must... I will see to it that the... I will see to it...
What I can do for...
All this merrymaking, 'twouldn't do.
So, tell me more.
Everyone who...
Might as well make...
All this one.
Not but...
Another ale can't make...
Another fancy party hosted by the Arisen. You'd think he's feeling plenty merry by now.
Best mind that tongue afore you lose it.
Listen, I've seen my fair share of noble Arisen. Wastrels and curs, the lot of them.
This one's the genuine article. Surely you've heard tell of how he repelled the dragon in Melv.
Aye, and he's got grievous burns to show for it. I expect that's why he's been up listening to fancy songs and watching dresses twirl for a moon, eh? Makes a man wonder when our true ruler's gonna rise up and deliver us salvation.
Enough of that. Such things are not for common soldiers to question.
I'm a tad preoccupied.
I would fail.
No. Pay me no mind. We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles. 'Twould be uncouth to inquire after another's identity. No. Pay me no... We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles.
Another ale can't...
These festivities...
Another ale...
My head will roll if water was very more crows than this.
I will see to it that the...
You're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour all you like.
in here.
Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check. Lest you forget, these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, as you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. As you can see, I run an establishment that caters to certain pleasures. You're welcome to come and play anytime, if you escape with your life, that is. Know, however, that our services do not come cheap.
Not a bad turnout so far.
Come see me and I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me.
What do you take me for?
Place to suit. With the spirit, this.
I ought to find someone to buy me a drink.
How everyone else is.
I'll not forget this in a hurry.
This is one step.
Was it I had planned for the morrow's job?
Let's make haste. So I'll wrap this all around.
Could have sworn
All I can do.
Welcome, sir. As ever, we are delighted to have you. Pray, do enjoy your stay.
At last we've arrived, delivery in hand.
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
You have my support. It would appear you found evidence of the Queen Regent's...
What's this? Come to admire my sculptures, have you? Ho ho! To think my eminence as a collector would reach in the ears of the arisen. If only my collection were complete, I'd fain allow you to inspect it. Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its centerpiece is yet to arrive. And 'twould wound my pride to have you behold my collection ere 'tis made whole. If your curiosity shall not be denied, however, mayhap you consider paying a visit to the sculptor in my stead. The man's home is located in Backbatal. You need only tell him that I eagerly await the sculpture's completion.
Simple conversation oft reveals what a week of searching never could. Whom shall we speak with first?
The sculptor's home is located in Backbatal.
I've more time than I know how to spend.
As I've said, my husband has left to slay a Dullahan at the ill-doer's resting place. I can't tell you when he'll return, so you'd best visit us another day, sir. Oh, Sir Ludolf, you say? Aye, we're acquainted. He's been coming around oft of late. As I recall, his visit started just before Gregor was given his new assignment. Why are you asking me about him? Does this have aught to do with my husband? What? No. You mean... not my Gregor? Sir Arisen, I beg of you, you must save my husband. You will be repaid, I swear it. No amount of gold can compare to his life. Just please, save him. Oh, thank goodness. Pray, go to him at once. My husband's life is in your hands, sir.
Our aid is required, master. Let us depart with due haste.
Pray do not tarry, sir. My husband's life is in your hands.
I've more time than I know how to spend.
Feels eerie, no one about.
That's quite enough for the hunting for one day.
Aye, this year's yield looks to be
I'll claw out his eyes.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?